What's up? I'd like to talk about the state. Alright? I've been watching Confederate Socialist videos and Napalm 2's videos, and it makes me want to talk about it. Let me start out this video with a disclaimer. I don't think anarchists are stupid, or anti-statists are stupid. I like a lot of their ideas, so just don't take offense. Okay, please. Most of the real, the smart people in that movement are very, they're smart. So please don't take offense to this shit. But I get an email, not all the time, but every month or so it seems, where somebody asks me, you seem to have a lot of views that are similar to some of the things that anarchists think. Why are you in favor of the government? Why do you support the Constitution and all that shit? And I haven't really come up with the best way to explain that until now. But having watched a lot of anarchist and anti-state videos, I think I found the best way to explain it. Right. The anti-statist accuses the statist of seeing the government as some sort of, I don't know, like parent figure that'll solve all of our problems and all that shit. And that's why we need it. That's why we feel we need it, because it's a parent figure that'll solve all of our problems. It'll provide police and military protection and all that shit. But here's the problem. The anti-statist sees the state as this like super powerful evil creature that seeks to control our lives and all that shit. And that's not true. You are the state. I am the state. We're all the state. Alright? Let's talk about the United States. The United States government cannot and would not function without our support. Everything the U.S. government does is condoned either through outright support or apathy by the citizens. It is a government of the people. But if you don't participate, you certainly wouldn't feel that way. Alright, let's take something that most people have a problem with and is sort of the poster child for a lot of the issues that people have had with the U.S. government recently, in the last 10 years. It's the Patriot Act. Alright, most people don't like the Patriot Act. I welcome you to go read it. It is a brilliant piece of legislation. It has so many awesome loopholes. It's really fucking cool if you want to be able to do anything you want. Alright? So, most people don't like the Patriot Act. Well, here's the thing. The Patriot Act wasn't generated, some government wizard didn't create it and spawn it into being and make it law by speaking some magic words. It went to the House, it went to the Senate, they passed it. They might have changed it around. They passed it. It goes to the president. He signs it. It goes to the Supreme Court. They decide it's constitutional. There you fucking go. You have a law. Alright? You have a law. This did not occur in secret. Okay? The people that represent you, your representatives and congressmen, made that happen. So if you don't like the Patriot Act, how do you send a message about that? Well, you say that the government is evil and that they make all these decisions over our head. No. When your representative, if he voted for it, comes up for re-election, don't fucking vote for him. Get community support. Go for the other guy. Run yourself. Don't vote for him again. If you don't like something that your school board is doing, don't fucking vote for that school board again. If you don't like something that the city is doing, don't vote for the fucking city council again. If you don't like something your governor's done, don't vote for your fucking governor again. You think people are just going to change overnight? No, there's a reason that we have elections. But you can't just sit on the sidelines, not participate, and say, that nothing ever changes. You know what I'm fucking saying? The government reflects its people, whether you realize it or not. If the government is acting, in an evil way, it's either because the people support that, or they just won't do shit about it. The government has to have our support. If you don't want to pay taxes, that's not the best way to say it. If you don't support the income tax and you don't support the Federal Reserve, you find out who's running, who doesn't support the income tax and doesn't support the Federal Reserve, and you fucking vote for them. You don't sit back there and say, I don't like the Federal Reserve, nothing will ever change, unless you fucking vote for somebody. And if your fellow citizens are too stupid to do anything, educate them. Educate your fellow citizens and tell them what they fucking need to do. Alright? All the things that the United States government does happens either because we haven't said anything about it, or we fucking supported them on it. Who supported the Iraq War? You saw how many people fucking supported the Iraq War. And then once it turned out that it was a mistake, did we kick all those people out of Congress who voted for that? No, we didn't, did we? When it turned out there were no weapons of mass destruction, did we vote in John Kerry or some other guy to vote, that was running against Bush in 2004? No, we didn't. And then you act like nothing ever changes? If you vote for the status quo, you're going to get the status quo. And if you stay out of it, then you're fucking screwed. You can make the state whatever you want it to be. Alright? You can do that. If you don't like the drug war, the drug war exists only because we vote for politicians who support it. If we threaten to kick the people out who support the drug war, if there's enough movement in the population who are against the drug war, and they say, if you do not change your mind, if you do not vote against legislation related to the drug war, I will not vote for you again, guess fucking what? They'll change your fucking minds. Like the healthcare thing. If you want national healthcare, if enough people get together and tell their representatives, we want national healthcare, if you do not vote for it, we will not re-elect you next term, and we'll vote somebody in who will vote for it, they're going to fucking vote for it. And if they don't, they'll lose their jobs. That's how it works. Okay? That's how it works. We've tricked ourselves into thinking that we don't have any power. That's the great conspiracy. If you want to find some great conspiracy about how the government gets away with whatever it wants, it's because we're stupid. And we've tricked ourselves into this. It's our fault. It is our fault that this shit happens. Alright? Our fault. If your local police department in LA is committing police brutality, and you don't like that, and you want new officers, you go to the fucking city council, you go to the mayor and whatever, and you say, I want you to fucking fire these police officers. If they say no, you don't fucking vote for them again, and you elect people who will fire the fucking police officers. You say, I want better training for my police officers so they don't do fucked up shit. You tell them that's what I want. If they don't do it, you vote for somebody who will do what you want. It's that simple. It's not that complicated. The hardest part is education. You have to educate the masses. And no system will work properly unless the citizens are educated. That's a simple fact. My idea won't work unless the people are educated. The stateless society won't work at all unless the people are educated and calm the fuck down. So that's all I really had to say about that. But please, I'm not yelling at you, anti-status. I like a lot of your ideas. You have good ideas. Alright? So don't think I'm not trying to call you dumb or any of that shit. And I may very well be wrong. That's one of the problems with being a human being.